Okay, everyone. Dallas's season is over. Uh, I mean, it's not technically over, but realistically, not a good chance that we make the playoff. A lot of crazy stuff would have to happen for that to end up being the end goal. But we're just going to get a little bit early on the overall season look. Starting out with the offense, breaking it down into a couple categories. So, first category is who's very promising. Obviously, Dak, George, Williams, CD, Flanoy. Dak was amazing. I don't know. He had some lackluster games towards the end, but honestly, given how the defense played and a lot of the injuries on the O line, can't really be too mad at him. George was better than advertised. Need to re-sign him. I can deal with the crazy stuff on the sideline if it means he's putting up 100-yard games with multiple touchdowns. Javonte Williams was a great surprise. I knew our run game would be a lot better, but to this degree and to have him look as good as he looked, I thought that was really nice to have. I think you got to return him. Find someone to have a backup so you're not running him to the ground. CD was pretty good. Could have been better, but overall, he'd have bounce back games, which I'd appreciate after those Eagles games. So you can't really be too mad at him for that. Flanoy, I have loved Flanoy since last season, and I'm glad he's breaking out. Dudes are clear wide receiver 3. Next, we're getting into the banged up entire O line. Start off the season with banged up interior, ended the season with banged up exterior on the O line. I think losing Guyton was a lot bigger than a lot of people want to say, but that's my opinion. Get off my team as people I don't want on the team next year. Turpin. I mean, the guy can't do much with the ball in his hands unless he's in wide open space, which he's not very good at doing that. And when it's systematic that we get him the ball in space, he did not do much with it and often was negative. Terrence Steele. This guy is just not a good pass protector. And it's not even like he's okay at it. It's like this guy legitimately can hurt you in a way that sometimes you can't run a deep pass because he just can't hold up. And where you're at is people were like, well, I didn't even get to see you, so that's a bad sign. Jaden Blue. This has been a 5th-round pick. He was heavily talked about in the offseason. Where are you at, man? I'm glad Shoddy's not playing you if you're not doing the things that you need to be doing. I'm guessing it's pass protection and probably, I've heard, maturity things. Get in shape, man. Like, you're a 5th-round pick. You're not a 1st-round running back. You weren't even the starter at Texas, and I watched you at Texas. Yeah, I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't know if you're getting drafted that high if you don't have those touches in the Ohio State games or in the playoff games. Now getting into the defense, very promising was Overshown and Quinnen Williams. Overshown wasn't as good as last year, but he's also coming from an injury, and our defense is fucking awful. He's one of the few guys where I was like, okay, I never really saw him fuck up, but I never really saw him get to who he was last season, which is fine. Coming off, like, tearing everything in his knee, not expecting crazy. The fact that he looked as good as he did is a very promising sign. Quinnen Williams, better than advertised. I'm very glad we have him. You can't really say much more. Elite run player, elite D-tackle in the past game. Get off my team. The entire secondary, besides Revel, just because he's super young. He looked like a rookie towards the end, but like still hasn't played football in a year, and he is a rookie. And then Kenneth Murray Jr. I don't even need to talk about it. Dude, the amount of times I've seen this guy just objectively not do anything and pick the wrong gap to hit or just jump out of the way and take himself out of the play. Like, what are we doing? Why are you playing? And why is he playing as much as he was? Whatever. I could go on and on about that guy. He sucks. Where you're at, Bland. He had a great game against Minnesota. He had like 2 or 3 really good games. And then the others, he kind of got cooked. I think it was the Eagles game. AJ Brown was just torching him. Um, I didn't get to watch the Lions game, but I heard he was not doing very good. And then he's had a couple other games where he's just getting torched, and it's like, okay, I can live with that if you're getting picks, but you're not getting picks, and some of that's probably Eberflus's fault, but we'll get into that later. But regardless, we're paying you, so you got to perform. You can't be putting up stinkers like that. You can't be getting worked the way he got worked. Next, getting into coaching. Very promising, shoddy. I teetered on the line of dropping it from very promising to just promising because there were moments where he had some questionable play calling. Overall offense was very elite, top 5 unit in the league, and was the only reason we didn't lose every game. But still, red zone especially, some questionable play calling. Like sometimes it's like, dude, just run it in. You have Javonte Williams and your run heavy unit, or at least your philosophy is kind of run heavy, punch it in. Or do something simple. Don't do some stupid shit down in the red zone. Like, just keep it simple. I think teams often fall in that trap of just getting too crazy in the red zone. It's like, I don't think you really need to do that. I think if you, one, as long as you're not getting blitzed too heavily, if you just hold on the O line, someone's probably going to get open. Just due to the nature of it. Get off my team, Eberflus and special teams. I'm pretty sure special teams guy was a Eberflus hire, but overall, I mean, you're giving up 30 plus points a game, and you're losing games where your offense is putting up 30. Consistently, you're losing games where you put up 30 like that. I don't know why he wasn't really fired by week 12, because by week 12 it's like, okay, this guy sucks. Like yeah, you could, the unit itself with personnel is not that good, but you don't have this bad of a unit consistently without some coaching struggles. And it's clear, and you have multiple players who are coming out, or at least Trayvon Diggs is, and you can kind of see it in some players where they don't have confidence in it. And overall, it's just like, he's not doing a good job. There are things that are working, and he's going away from them. And he just needs to be off the team. He's not good. I don't think he was that good in Chicago. I mean, he got fired for a reason. And then everything else. Jerry, I'm watching you. The past couple of years, you've gone on a little of, you're going to go on a little streak where you're going to make the right moves, and you're going to make one where it's like, what are you doing? Just what are you doing? Micah stuff, he should be on this team. He should be on this team. But because your ego, he's not. And because his ego. But ultimately, he should be on this team. You managed to crawl yourself out of a hole, but whatever. I'm watching you, and you better not fuck up this offseason. And then Aubrey, what are we doing, man? Like, you're missing routine kicks for yourself. Like, lock in, bro. That's honestly all I gotta say. But I'll be watching the end of the season to see how we do. But overall, very bleh year. 2026 should be better, assuming we make the moves that need to be done. Draft some guys, sign some guys. Overall, fire a certain someone. But that's all I got for you guys. Thanks for listening.